work out here. No slacking.
Hey guys, it's your boy D Valo. Big welterweight fight. Danny Garcia vs Keith Thurman this Saturday, March the 4th. Big unification fight. WBC World Welterweight title on the line. Also the WBA Super World Welterweight title. Danny Garcia, as you can see on the screen, 32 wins undefeated, 18 KOs. Keith Thurman, 27 wins, 22 KOs. Keith Thurman. Let's start off with him. He bounced onto the scene 2012. Before that, he was just winning, I say, just these interim titles against unknown opponents. Since then, he's been building his way up to the top. He's had 3 notable opponents, which I say his toughest fight, Sean Porter, Luis Colasso, and Robert Guerrero. In those 3 fights he's had, he's looked vulnerable in each of them, but he's managed to win at the end. Toughest fight, Sean Porter. I'll get onto that at the end. Danny Garcia now also jumped on the scene about 2012, and since then I'm gonna name him fighting mediocre opponents, top of the bomb squad. Cherry picker. Where's my can of cherryade? I need to pop it off, because this guy is the king of it. I do not rate his last fight against Samuel Vargas. He even called it a warm-up fight. It was ridiculous, but at the end of the day, he's got 32 wins. He's a good fighter. So we'll carry on from that. I might even do a video on cherry pickers. You know what? A lot of fighters are getting respect, and do they really deserve it? Because at the end of the day, yeah, you see 32 wins, you see 27 wins, you're like, wow, this guy's great, undefeated, man, that's sick. But then when you really look at their opponents, and you start just having just a little bit of look, not much, and you're thinking, well, these guys are really bumps. But you know what? I might even do like a little competition. You guys, tell me who you think is the biggest bum, who do you think is the biggest cherry picker and hype fighter, and I will do videos on them and explore both of them. But anyway, back to the fight. Danny Garcia and Keith Thurman are both counter punchers, so they usually wait for their other opponent to commit just a little too much, and then they hit with hooks. Garcia's special shots is his left hook and his right hand, and he definitely scores with those. Keith Thurman's also a counter puncher with the hooks, and he usually fires a lot of those with consistent pressure. So as these two are both counter punchers, what is going to happen on the night? Well, I think if we was talk about power, 22 KOs for Keith Thurman talk for itself, but for raw power, I'd give that to Danny Garcia, simply because his counter shots are cleaner and sharper, and as a judge, you can clearly see when he's scoring a point, because it's very precise, you know, and in every single one of his fights, you know when he's scoring. I think he burst into the scene when he knocked out Amir Khan back in 2012, and then he's been fighting mediocre opponents. Although his toughest opponent, I'd say, was definitely Lamont Peterson, and Lamont Peterson was pressuring him and not allowing him time to set up his shots, and that was troubling Garcia all night, although he did win that in the end. That leads me back on to Thurman's toughest fight against Porter, who was also a persistent pressure fighter, but I managed to trouble Thurman because he just wouldn't give him any space and allow him to set up any of his shots. So yeah, these guys don't like it when the pressure is on. So if they're both counter punchers, who's really going to win the exchanges? Well, if we go on raw power, then I'd give it to Garcia. And IBF lightweight champion Robert Easter Jr. has given it to Garcia. I think Garcia will win this, but Keith Thurman's not out of it. He's not a contender by any chance. They're both A at the moment. But yeah, so Keith Thurman, what does he have that he could beat Garcia with? Well, I'll be interested to see what you guys think, but I think he's more likely to be putting on the consistent pressure and try and get Garcia into deeper waters, because I think Thurman has never fought anyone like Garcia before. Garcia has fought people like Thurman, but not to the same standard. Like, they're not going to be able to hit as hard as Thurman, and they're not going to be hurting him like how Thurman will. So I think it's a good matchup for both of these two. This is not a mismatch, it's a good fight. But yeah, on just raw, simple counters, which the judges are going to be looking at, I'm going to give it to Danny Garcia. And also another thing about Thurman, he's vulnerable to body shots. I haven't really seen Garcia throwing much body shots, but against when Thurman fought Colasso hit him with a good body shot. You could see on his face it really hurt him. He was doubling up in pain, he looked like he was gonna go down, but he did win that in the end. So Garcia Thurman, good matchup. I'm looking forward to this fight. So yeah, I've explored some points about these two, but I'll be interested to see what you do. As I always say, don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. Help me to help you, and I'll continue making these videos which we both enjoy. But yeah, make sure you don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel D-Valor Boxing, and I will be giving you guys more videos. But yeah, this is a big fight, March the 4th. There's also going to be a very interesting undercard there with an exciting prospect that depending on what you guys think, I will definitely cover that one too. But yeah, so Garcia Thurman, there's been a lot of hype coming up to this fight as well. Both been trash talking each other. Danny Garcia is not really a trash talker, but his dad is, Angel Garcia, and he even got banned from like press conference because he was like being racist towards Thurman or something. It was mad. But yeah, there's a lot of hype coming up to this fight. These two against each other. I think it's going to go the distance because these two are both counter punchers. I sense a bust up, a few black eyes and cuts because they're both going to be swinging through each other, and when they do hit each other it's going to hurt. So yeah, big fight, March the 4th, Saturday. Make sure you tune in. D-Valor, and I'm out.